Welcome to the Properties to Profit podcast. I'm Michael, your host. Excited to share with you my journey from a six-figure job to building a successful real estate business. Each episode will explore various aspects of real estate investing, from wholesaling and flipping to managing rentals. I'll share the lessons and insights I've gained, aiming to help you avoid mistakes and achieve your financial goals. Expect guest experts, valuable tips, and practical advice to guide you on your own real estate journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you find any value in this podcast, please subscribe, share, and follow me on social media. Let's turn properties into profits together. Hey guys, Michael here on Properties to Profits. And on today's episode, I want to talk about something a little bit different, right? I want to talk about something that completely changes the way you look at sales, business, your income, and even everyday problems in life, whether that's dealing with your kids, your family, spouse, whatever that might be. And what I really want to talk about is you don't get paid to show up. You get paid to solve problems in life. I can look at your bank account and I can tell you how many problems you're solving. That's it. It is that simple. That's the whole game of life. It's in real estate. It's in sales. It's everywhere you look at it. The bigger the problems you solve and the faster you solve the problems, those are the people who build the most freedom and the biggest bank accounts. It's that simple. They've learned how to solve biggest problems the fastest. And the problem is most people think income is tied to time. They think, oh, if I work 8 hours or 10 hours, I'll get paid X. If I work 70 hours, I'll get paid X. And maybe that's the case, right? Like you go work at McDonald's, that's an hourly job. You'll get paid $15, $18, $20, whatever it is. Same with landscaping. The issue is that's not a big problem to solve. Now robots are handling that. They don't need humans for those things anymore. And there's a lot of people who can solve that problem. That's why a 14-year-old can do it versus a 50-year-old, right? But in entrepreneurship and sales and real estate, jobs tied to a C-level, no one cares how long you've worked. You get paid for the value you can create. And the more value you create, the more money you make. See, it's not about the time you put in. In my company, if a seller has a nightmare property, tenants who won't leave, liens, probate issues, and they're behind on payments, they've got the whole thing. If we can solve that problem for them, they'll gladly walk away from the property and our company will make $20, $30, $40, $50,000. We had 2 this month of October that were over $50,000. And it's because my salespeople could solve those problems quickly, with confidence, and because of that, they deserve to get paid rather handsomely. And so the mind shift that needs to happen here, you need to shift from a time-based to a value-based mindset. Your whole approach changes when you do this. You stop thinking, the seller's difficult, I hate my job, and start thinking, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to provide more for my boss, and when I can provide more for him or her, I'll get more out of it. That's how the world works. You stop saying, I'm doing my job, and you start asking, what's the real problem here? What do I really need to solve for? And how can I solve it faster than anyone else has? Whether that's in sales, you're a business owner, or you work for someone. Those are just key thoughts. Same with your kids. If you want your kids to stop crying, solve the problem with the emotional issue that they're dealing with. See, at my company, Oasis Homebuyers, we see all the time. Sellers call us usually aren't just selling a house. They have a burden, a headache, a chapter of the life that needs to be closed out. But the issue is they're not willing to close it out the easy way. We've got to listen to their problems. We have to be patient and really connect with them and understand what's really going on at the core. And that's the one who wins the deals. We won quite a few deals over other home buyers this month. That's why we're having a very solid month. We'll close, I believe, somewhere between 370 and between 355 and 370, depending if a deal closes. Let me give you a real example how this all worked out. We had a seller with a hoarder house, liens, and title issues that had been sitting unsolved for over 3 years. Almost every investor passed because someone in the family had sold off their interest to someone else and no one wanted to deal with it. It was pretty complicated, one we had never done. Our team thought it was dead too until I took another look at it. And we went back in and solved this person's problem. We coordinated with title, attorneys, helped with the clean out, and then found who the other owner was, and we worked out a deal. That one deal was a $25,000 deal that most Several companies had told this person that they couldn't do anything. And at one point, our company had too. But because we looked at it with a different lens, we got a 25K assignment that most people missed on. That's thousands of dollars in profit for our company that would have been there. And that's the game. Doesn't matter what it is. The bigger the problem, the bigger the payday. You don't make money by avoiding messes. You make money by running towards them. So here's a simple framework you can use every time you're faced with a challenge. Whether that's in dealing with sales, with what I do and buying homes off of people, or with your family, or at your job in general. You haven't done with it, it's okay. You got to identify the root problem. Don't get stuck on symptoms like a bad roof or a missed payment, or I've never done this. Ask why. What needs to happen? What's my end goal? So in the case of home buying, why are they actually selling? What's really going on emotionally and financially behind this transaction? Why now? And you need to quantify that said problem. What's it costing them to stay stuck? Stress, time, money? And we can help them see the cost. You can help them see the value. And that value is on the other side of what happens when this problem's solved. Then you got to present them the solution. You're not selling a price, you're selling peace of mind. That's what we do here at my home buying company. When you can clearly communicate the outcome, we'll take care of the house, they handle the legal stuff, and close fast so you can move on. That's what they're selling. Certainty. That's what we're really offering here. Because if we hadn't to deal with this legal issue, this guy could have sold his share for $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 more. And if we didn't have to deal with the legal issues either, we could have sold our share for $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 more. Speed equals trust. We focus on solving problems fast and quickly. Our average time to close is less than 14 days. The average company does what it does, what I do, over 30. We've cut that in half. Because I believe the faster you solve problems, the more valuable you become to sellers, to your company, and your future self. Why not create money now when you can create, or would you rather create money now, or would you rather extend that life cycle of the money another 2 weeks? For me, I'd rather get paid today. So how can you change these actions is a question at hand. Well, I want you to look at every obstacle in your business or life. Instead of saying, I don't know how to do this. This is a mess. Perfect. This is what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to figure out these problems and help these people. Because if it was this easy, anyone would do it. We wouldn't need you. AI could take it over. And soon, or later, AI probably will be able to take it over. If you can be the person who keeps calm when everyone else panics and gets frustrated that a new problem's run across their desk, you'll win more deals, you'll get paid more, and you'll be worth more. Now, it might take you 3, 6, 9, 12 months for everyone to see that value, but eventually that value will come. So next time you're dealing with a problem that you've never dealt with, listen deeper. Think with a different lens. Don't get frustrated. Don't get aggravated. Look for the real problem at hand. Because that's where the money's made. You want to make yourself more valuable working for someone else? Solve problems. When someone asks you a question, it's okay not to know the answer, but it's not okay to say, I don't know what to do. Because there are tools in front of us everywhere. And if we think the way we believe and shift our mind, and we start asking questions that I don't know, but I'm going to look into solutions for this, you'll start seeing solutions everywhere you go. And when you live by this mindset, 2 things happen. 1, you'll be a more positive experience person to be around. People enjoy that. 2, you'll get more opportunities. 3, you'll learn what to do with those opportunities. 4, you'll bring more money. It's an amazing thing when you start to shift your mind. Mind is a very powerful thing. Very few of us can use it to its capabilities. But when I found the more we use it for positivity, the better things get. You start feeling more fulfilled because you're actually helping people get out of tough situations that old you wouldn't have been able to solve 3, 6, 9, 12 months ago. And that's the magic of thinking with an open mind. That's the magic of solving problems. Realizing that you're not here to do a job, you're here to solve problems. And the bigger the problem, the faster you solve the problem, and the more effectively you solve the problem, the more you'll get paid. Remember, that's the magic of making more money. You get to serve more people. You're not manipulating, you're serving them. You're not closing deals, you're solving people's problems.
because every industry needs someone who can think outside the box. Every industry needs someone who can solve problems. Every paycheck, it's built on one thing, problem solving. Question is, how big of a problem are you solving? The bigger the problem you solve, the more value you become. If you're looking for more money, solve bigger problems. The problems never stop coming. Doesn't matter the industry, especially real estate, if you do what I do. That's what makes the ultimate wealth building machine, is learn to solve bigger problems and stay calm and think clearly while doing it. Remember, don't get frustrated by problems. Get excited by them. It's an opportunity to show your worth and show all those around you that you can solve big problems that you've never seen before. Remember, you're not in the business of getting a payday. You're in the business of solving a problem. A big problem, solve it faster, and solve it faster than anyone else. The faster you solve the problems, the faster you grow. The faster you grow, the more income you make. It's a weird circle we live in. But the more you understand this, the more you get out of life. So stop checking in, stop clocking in for time, and start creating value. And know that value can go well beyond an 8-hour day. And if you're really good, you can get it done in less than an 8-hour day. It all comes down to how much you have to grow. At the end of the day, that's your choice. The market doesn't care how many hours you worked. It cares about how many people you helped and how big of those problems you were. Solve big problems, help more people, and you'll get paid more. So remember, you don't get paid to show up. You get paid to solve the bigger problems. The truth is, the faster you move, the faster your income grows, and the faster your confidence will as well. And all of this impacts your growth. I wish you luck, and I hope you found any value. Follow me on Instagram or realestatemic02, and I hope to provide future value to you guys in the future.
Thank you for listening to the Properties for Profit podcast. I hope you found today's episode valuable. If you enjoy the show, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Follow me on social media for more updates and tips. Until next time, keep turning properties into profits.